All right, got a lot going on, but um, I've done some buying and selling and some cool things that Slash Les Paul sold. Um, that video didn't get a ton of views because that was a weird guitar. It was a great guitar, but it was a strange guitar. So I was going through some of my stuff, and I totally forgot that I even have this guitar. So we're gonna take a look at a very, very, very rare, very hard to come by, 175th anniversary Martin guitar. Now, there are two variants of this guitar that I know of. There's the LX1, which is what this is, and there's a Dreadnought Junior 1. And these were, I believe, only made for like one weekend at the Martin factory only. If you were there, you would purchase one, or, I really wish I knew how many of these were made, but there are not a lot. But look at this cool top. Really, with the Martin factory and CF Martin the first, and really, really cool. Really cool top. The rest of it is kind of your typical LX1, that like Stratobond neck and laminate rosewood. But you buy this for decoration or for the top or whatever. But it actually does sound kind of decent. It basically sounds like most of the LX ones, but this is something for people like me. My father, took my mother on a date to the Martin Guitar Factory, where is he the president of the company? I wish I knew his title. Dick Boak, who's been with Martin for a very long time. Back in the 70s, he gave my mother and father one of those hand-drawn, you know what? I usually don't take the camera away, but gave my mother and father one of these. And there's one of these in the Martin Museum, which is really, really cool. That there's one in the museum, and there's, one in my house. Then on the way home from my honeymoon, me and my wife went to Martin Guitar Factory as well. So this is something for someone like me where this is very special. It's got some cool paperwork and anniversary pics and coasters. If you've ever been to the Martin Guitar Factory, they sell or give you Martin guitar coasters made of wood. They're really cool. As well as, if you've ever been to the Martin Guitar Factory, the museum is absolutely ridiculous. Highly recommend going there. It's only an hour away from where I live, but very, very cool museum. They have everything. They have like it's like traveling through time. Like all the tools and some of the guitars from the very, very, very beginning. In 1833. Can you imagine? That they were making guitars in 1833. So, almost 200 years ago. Or is it 300? No, 1820. No, almost 200 years ago. Absolutely absurd. They have the 1 millionth guitar. They have the 2 millionth guitar. Just some incredible stuff in there. And that poster, or it's not a poster. It's not a print either. It must be a print. It was initially hand drawn by dots. If you look closely, everything is made by pencil dots, which is just really crazy. How it was done by lighter and harder pressing of dots, and then a little bit of filling on the pickguard, but crazy picture. So also sorry. Also, the factory tour, and they have a bunch of guitars on the wall that you can pick up a try, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you must, you have to love Martin to want one of these or to go there. So I personally love Martin guitars. I have my father's Martin guitar hat. Obviously, I just shared the history with you. So this is probably not going to come through that well. And honestly, too, I've done, I think, 2 Martin guitar videos. The Eric Clapton is, like, by far one of my most viewed and commented on videos, which did actually surprise me a little bit, to be honest with you. I mean, I know Eric Clapton is huge, but I didn't think that his signature guitar was that, huge of a market and desired, and I mean, just of everything that I would want to watch. That's actually kind of lower on my list of something that I would want to watch. Not that I don't love Eric Clapton. I don't know, of all the Martin guitars, I like the D35s, 45s, 41s, 42s. I've watched the making of the millionth guitar, 2 millionth guitar. I mean, it just, so for me, it's just was a little plain of a guitar for what Martin can do. So again, I'm going to eventually hang this up somewhere in the room when I can make space, but we'll give it a couple of chords. I mean, it sounds okay, but I like kind of digging in and getting it a little, bluesy, spanky, like almost trying to get the strings to kind of dead out a little bit. Actually, pretty decent action. I mean, a lot of Martins, especially newer Martins, have really, do have really good action and much better necks than they used to be back in the 70s and 60s, and well, no, back in the 20s, whatever. They were known for having these huge baseball bat necks. I mean, they were just known for that. I mean, these absolutely the fattest necks that you'll ever play on a guitar. I mean, you won't come across another one that's that big. So this is, they've made some nice adjustments with that. Truss rising the guitars, which they, has been new since, boy, I don't know, probably since the 90s, maybe, I don't know. My father used to always say that was the one thing he hated about Martin guitars. If you needed to set the neck, you needed to go and, have a steam press. So, have it steam pressed? Yeah, anyway. Very cool. Very personal to me. If you get a chance to get one, these aren't super valuable. I mean, I got this for like $250. I know that's a really, 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 really good deal. I'd say, they probably sell for like 5 to 6, and the bigger version probably sells for around 7 to 8, maybe. But where else are you gonna see this? No electronics, by the way, in this guitar or the Dreadnought Junior version. I believe that's called the DX. This is the 175th anniversary LX, and I believe there's a DX 175th anniversary. So that is what they are. Just a quick video, do something cool. I have some other stuff in the works. I have a couple of, I have a guitar behind me that I'm trying to, hide. It's nothing super special, but it's something that I bought on a whim because I had one and I sold it and wanted another one. Definitely a lot more stuff to review soon, so I'll try and keep up with that. But comments, questions, if there's any guitars that you're looking for, you never know. I might have them or know where they are, so try and do the best possible deals that I can for people. I feel like I always sell things so much cheaper than everyone else. I sold the 59 in that video I did where I bought the 3 custom shops. I mean, I sold it to a guy for $4,000 and he listed it for $5,500. I mean, I guess I don't have, I don't know if 4,000 was a stupid move on my part, or if after taxes and fees and offers, are you going to get 43, I'd rather just off it. So whatever, the life of buying and selling and trading and who knows what else. So anyway, appreciate it.